Good morning, this is Kasturi Dey. Today I'm going to continue with the reproduction in humans question answer series. Okay, so let me start with the first question today is explain the process of fertilization. So what is fertilization? Fertilization, I told you, it's the formation of the zygote, that is a fusion of the male gamete with a female gamete. Okay, in humans it takes place, it's an internal fertilization, it is in humans, and it takes place within the fallopian tube of the female. Okay, now fertilization takes place in the fallopian tube or the oviducts. The mature ovum is released from the ovary into the fallopian tube. Okay, that is known as ovulation. And the sperms from the male is received by the vagina, which sperms swim up to the oviduct for fusion. Okay, this fusion of an ovum with a single sperm is known as fertilization. So what happens? First, ovulation takes place, that is mature ovum is released by the ovary from the ovary into the fallopian tube, that is known as ovulation. Then first the ovum is released, simultaneously the sperms, after they are released into the vagina, after they are released into the vagina of the female, they swim up to the oviduct and reach the egg inside the fallopian tube, where it fuses to form the fertilization process and resulting in a zygote. Now, a zygote results due to the fusion of a sex cells from the father and the mother. Therefore, it has the chromosomes and genes from both of them, both the father and the mother. Now, the new individual that is formed, that inherits the characteristics of both the parents. Okay. Now, after fertilization, the zygote then moves from the fallopian tube to the uterus and gets implanted in the uterine wall. Okay. And that gets implanted. That is known as implantation. Okay. See, here it is seen that the sperm moves towards the egg. See, these are the sperms. You can see from the picture that the middle circular one, that is the egg, and the small three motile with the flagellum, the three sperms are there, which are moving towards the ovum, but only one of them fuses, one of them enters the egg for fusion. Okay, only one sperm enters the egg for fusion, and the nuclei then the nuclei of the sperm and the egg, they fuse together to form the zygote, and the zygote starts dividing into number of cells. Multicellular it becomes to form a new individual. Okay, so this is the process of fertilization. Next, we come to write a short note on the different stages of growth and development in human beings. The formation of an individual from the zygote is known as development. In humans, the zygote undergoes continuous cell division, forming a new individual. Okay, and it forms a newborn baby. A newborn baby then feeds on the mother's milk for the first 4 to 6 months. Okay, that is known as infancy. When the newborn baby feeds on the mother's milk, that is infancy stage. Then in the next 2 years, after it has attained 2 years of age, in the next 2 years, within these 2 years, there is a rapid growth in the baby. Okay, and the next phase of the baby's life is between 2 to about 12 to 13 years, when it runs to the age of childhood. Okay, that phase is known as childhood age. Now, during this childhood age, the child grows physically and mentally very rapidly. Okay, then the individual enters the adolescence phase, where he or she has the physical and psychological development, that is from childhood to adulthood the person enters. Okay, this age is between 12 to 18 years of age. Now, as the young adults pass from the adolescence to adulthood, they learn to adjust much better socially and emotionally. An adult person assumes more and more responsibilities and get ready to face life. Now, after a certain age, this when they are facing responsibilities, and after a certain age, what happens? The body of the adult becomes weak and slow. Okay, the skin develops folds and wrinkles. That is the old age the adult has entered. Now, an adult then completes the responsibilities and free to relax and enjoy life. So, this is the old age that the person has entered. So, this is the process of development throughout the person's life. Now, next is the question is explain the process of development of a zygote into a fetus. In humans, the zygote undergoes continuous cell division, forming a ball of cells, and the ball gets implanted in the uterine wall for further development. I told you that the zygote is formed in the fallopian tube, then it moves towards the uterus and it moves into the uterus where it gets implanted to the uterine wall. Okay. Now, the implanted ball of cells undergoes many cell division, changing its size, shape and function, and different types of cells grow like nerve cells, blood cells, etc. And then these tissues and organs develop, from these tissues and organs develop, which get organized, and then different organ systems are developed into the body. And finally, a baby is developed from this zygote. Now, from a third week of the development till the end of the second month, the developing organism is known as embryo. And from the third month till the birth, until the birth, it is known as fetus. Now, the fetus is connected, this is more important, fetus is connected to the mother's uterus by an organ, temporary organ, that is known as placenta. Okay, it's a ball of mass of tissues, okay, blood vessels and tissues. Okay, these through this placenta, the developing fetus receives essential nutrients and oxygen from the mother, and carbon dioxide and other wastes from the fetus also pass into the mother's blood through this placenta. And from the placenta, the fetus is connected to this mother's placenta by a cord known as umbilical cord. Okay, cord-like structure. Now, the fetus is surrounded by a sac-like structure, sac-like membrane, that is known as amnion, and which is filled with amniotic fluid, and this amniotic fluid acts like a cushion which protects the developing fetus. Now, the blood of the mother and the fetus never mix. The duration between fertilization and birth is known as pregnancy or gestation, which in case of humans is 280 days or 9 months. Okay, so we come to the picture now. See, this picture shows that the embryo, the zygote has come inside the uterus, and there is implantation of the zygote, and now it has started growing into embryo. So this is the uterus, and this on the right hand side you can see the implanted embryo. Okay, next we see from the picture that at 12 weeks the embryo has grown into fetus, and it has been connected to by an umbilical cord to the placenta. Okay, and see, this fetus is been surrounded by fluid, amniotic fluid, which is inside an amniotic sac. Okay, so this is the developing fetus. Now, next question, what is placenta and how is placenta beneficial to the fetus? It is a temporary organ that develops in the uterus of human females during pregnancy, attached to the wall of the uterus, and is connected to the fetus by an umbilical cord. I told you it's a temporary organ which develops inside the uterus of the human females, and this happens during pregnancy only, and it is attached to the wall of the uterus and is connected to the fetus by a cord known as umbilical cord. Through the placenta, the developing fetus receives essential nutrients and oxygen from the mother. This is the function. So through this, what is the benefit of this placenta? That is that through this placenta, the developing fetus receives essential nutrients and oxygen from the mother, and carbon dioxide and other waste from the fetus also pass into the mother's blood through this placenta. Okay. So this is the end of this chapter, this reproduction in humans chapter. Please go through the theory part, the theory videos, and also the text, this question answer series. If you have doubt, if you have any doubt regarding this chapter, any other questions you want to know this chapter regarding this chapter, you can please write it down in the comment box and let me know, so that I can clarify your doubts. And don't forget to press the like button if you like this video, so that it provides me some enthusiasm, so that I can produce some more interesting videos for you that can help you in your studies. And also, if you are a new viewer to my channel or not subscribed yet, please don't forget to subscribe this video and become a member of my YouTube family, so that you can get the notification of my next video. Thank you.